Well, as I record this, it is April 1st, so April Fools, and I thought it was the perfect day to work with the Fool energy. So if you have a tarot deck, I recommend you try this. Scroll through your deck. Let's use digital terms. Look through your deck, but be aware of when you do find the Fool in your deck, you want to pay attention to the card that is before it and after it as well. And that's what I've done here. And I've actually flipped the rest of the cards over because they don't matter right now. I'm going to pull clarifiers from a different deck just in case the Fool pops up again, which I'm hoping it will, because who doesn't need a clear slate and a fresh start, right? So this Fool was preceded by the Eight of Cups, and it's followed by the Ace of Swords, and this couldn't be a better spread. So if this resonates with you, please let me know, and be sure to like and subscribe as well. I like doing these one-off videos because I'm just going with the energy that I feel in the moment. So what I'm picking up on, and I just kind of did this, it wasn't something I actually planned. That's, using our intuition and just going with the flow. So I feel that this is talking about the time leading up to now, and this is the actions that can be taken toward the future. And I'll pull clarifiers to just see, a little more details. And these are for all signs, all zodiac signs. So Eight of Cups is about leaving things to search for something else. That's what I pick up from this. To me, this guy's going searching for the other cup that's supposed to go here. He's searching for the Nine of Cups. We also have an eclipse going on here, which is interesting because we've had a full moon eclipse already, and there is a solar eclipse coming up pretty soon as well. Can't recall the dates, but I'll be in touch about it. So to me, this is, you've done the work. You've focused on the feelings, and you've trusted your inner guidance. You've placed everything where they need to go, but now it just feels like something is missing. So I invite you to shift that from something being missing to go back, turn around, and come back and focus on this for a moment before we totally leave it behind. And just see where has the energy of your emotions gone to? Where have you felt that things were in alignment but that there's something missing? I mean, you don't have to go that deep, but I feel it's important to recall what's going on there. So let's pull a clarifier from my Spacious Tarot and just see what comes up for that. Yeah, so we get the Ten of Wands. So it just feels like the energy of, I just want it to be over. And I'm willing to walk away even before I feel like it's completed. That's what I'm getting there. I'm getting the energy of wanting it to be over, but it also feels like giving up. And it also has some self-judgment attached to it that, giving up is quitting. Quitting is for losers. But I want you to stop. Because sometimes we're using our intuition to say, you know what, this isn't working. Why keep putting our energy into that thing? It's time to move on. So I'm feeling that he's not moving on looking for, looking for what's missing. He's like, I've done what I can. I've built what I can, and it's great. It is what it is. I'm moving on to something else. Like the Ten of Wands, this is about completion, moving on to something else. Let's pull another clarifier from that. For that. Yeah, the Temperance, perfect. So you're turning something into something else. And I love this particular deck, the Spacious Tarot, because even in reversals, it can show you the similarities of how the alchemy can change things. So it feels like, you've gone through that trial of fire and you're kind of in that smoky stage now. Smoky quartz comes up. So if anyone is dealing with some heavy stuff, grab a smoky quartz and sit with the energy of it. Even if you have just a little tumbled piece, I think that's a good thing to maybe put in your pocket and be aware of, that it's there to help clear away, almost like saging for your energy. So then you can focus on, okay, what's next? What am I going to focus on? Am I going to focus on, the big mountains to go through, or I'm going to focus on, hey, there's sunlight going through there, I'm going to pass through. Now, it's really interesting with this particular deck of the Temperance card. It looks like different things depending on the question, and that's what I'm seeing today is that you can go through that, the obstacles that are coming up. You don't have to overcome them or surpass them. You're just going to become someone that can just keep going, keep following through. I hope that makes sense. All right, so this is us being now, happy April Fools. Now let's talk about the possibilities for the future and what to focus on. And I love that it's the Ace of Swords. Swords are about thoughts and intellect. They're the energy of air. So the air, just the air itself, at least here in the Northern Hemisphere, spring is here. There's a lot of growth beginning. There's a lot of new smells in the air. And oh, so sorry, those of you that get hay fever. I'm grateful I don't get it, because I just love this time of year where things are starting to work their way into a growth pattern. As I say that, my nose stuffs up. But what I feel that what's coming is focusing your thoughts and your actions on something that's going to bring growth to your life. And you may already know what that is. But if you don't, let this be the inspiration to say something is coming to remind you of that. Okay? He's already got the crown from, say, the Six of Wands, which is all about celebration. This is like, keep in mind how you want to celebrate, and celebrate every day. Don't just celebrate completions or special occasions. Celebrate something about every day. I feel like that is going to be the wind that lifts your wings. But let's pull some clarifiers for that as well. Oh, we have the High Priestess. Yes, the pearl is in your court, or the ball is in your court. You have that High Priestess energy, and gender not related. This is about using your divine feminine energy to help bring something creative to the forefront. This is like clearing the slate and starting fresh, like it's a brand new year or what have you. Let's pull another one. The Hanged one. So the Hanged Man. It may take some time to sit with it and think about it. It's just like a pearl, even though it's not in a conch shell, but, let's go with it. Even with a pearl, it takes time for that little grain of sand to become the beautiful pearl it is. And if anything, I do see this as the moon. So we have the moon and the earth. We have Temperance over here, which is about balancing things and shifting and flowing from one thing to another. And it gives you the opportunity to trust that everything is working out the way it's meant to. So be willing to experiment, I want to say make mistakes, but no mistake is a mistake. It's just something you learn you don't need to do or what have you. So I feel that is, it's a very optimistic card, which is great. Now let's focus on the Fool. What do we need to know about right now? Okay, because this is the future. Could be the near future. Could be, the distant future. I think it's all up to you. But let's clarify the Fool for now. is you have the Seven of Cups. So it's all about choice and deciding what your perspective of those choices are. Like, you might have some ideas, and some of them might be immediately, nope, dump that one upside down. Nope, 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 don't want to do that. And, maybe this one. But I feel like it's time to revisit those things that you had that instant, adamant no to, and revisit them and unpack why. Why do you feel that way? You may or may not come up with the answer for it, but I think that it's important to not just look at the things that are a hell yes, but look at the things that are a hell no. So you can decide why, and you can stand up for those convictions in the future. And you can also realize that you're using your intellect, not just your emotions. So that is an interesting thing here too, is I'm just noticing that all of your emotions and your intuition have gotten you so far, which is great. Maybe now it's time to turn around and do something you haven't quite done before, and that is actually focusing on something that has a little more intellectual energy around it, where you are melding the two of them. Ooh, temperance coming in there too, putting two things together to create something new. All of your amazing intuition and your past experiences with that one singular thought of whatever. What is it for you? Is it success? Is it love? Is it something specific for you? You'll know what it is. You'll know what it is. So let's pull another one for the Fool, and then I will be done. King of Cups. You are in total flow with your intuition, and you are going to get those deep emotions that might have been kind of niggling at you lately or for a long time, depending, I guess, on this collective reading. It feels like you are able to finally get a sense of some calm, and it's coming. It's here. It's all in how you think about things. So the things you're doing in the future, start imagining you're in that position right now. And there you have it. Happy April Fools.